5 spookiest anime. You guys have been asking for this for forever, and I've been diligent about picking my favorite ones. By the way, I'm probably not gonna say some of this stuff correctly, but do I ever say anything correctly? No, so I guess just keep yelling at me. I'm fine with it. I deserve it. Number 5, Tokyo Ghoul. Tokyo Ghoul was originally a manga series that followed Ken Kaneki, who accidentally went on a date with a ghoul. Been there, Ken. After this hellish date, get it? She's a ghoul. Ken was hospitalized in critical condition. He caught a case of the ghouls. After recovering, Ken Kaneki discovers that he non-consensually underwent a surgery to turn him into a half-ghoul. But unfortunately for him, he now has to feast on human flesh to survive, because he's a half-ghoul, and that is what half-ghouls do, and full ghouls, and some humans, as we've talked about in Dark 5's previous. I love this story because it's kind of just a classic fish out of water tale. You take somebody and put them into a new society and tell them to adapt. He's like, I'm afraid the other ghouls don't like me. Funimation actually just put out a trailer for a live-action Tokyo Ghoul, so shall we?
大丈夫。すべてうまくいったよ。
When you first come out of surgery, if there's a doctor looming over your face, you're probably in a nefarious hospital. Ew! This is grosser than I anticipated. Yes! Look at this! Look how metal that is. Those are a bunch of human organs. Wow, that looks actually amazing, which is not something that you can say often for live action anime. Y'all see Death Note? Yikes. Number 4, When They Cry. This one I dig a ton. It's not technically a TV series, it's a click-through gameplay sound novel. Basically, it's like an audio novel on top of animation. I explained that well, right? Starts out pretty par the course for anime. A new kid moves to a new town, goes to a new school, and befriends some new friends. But one day out of the year, this whole peaceful town turns into a convection oven of paranoia. Once a year, there's a festival to commemorate and give thanks to local god Oyashiro. Our protagonist Kaiichi learns that every year during this festival, one person gets murdered and others go missing. A lot like The Purge, but anime. Number 3, Elfen Lied. Elfen Lied is all about the Diclonius, or a newly mutated species, like myself. They're very human-like, except for a couple small discrepancies, like they have horns and also telekinetic invisible arms. Like, how are your arms telekinetic? Elfen Lied follows Lucy, a Diclonius with a heart of gold. Partially. She was held in a prison-like place for experimentation, but she escaped. After her escape, she wilds out all over town but is injured in the process, causing her to develop a secondary childlike character called Miyu. Dissociative personality caused by trauma is a very real thing and a very interesting thing to explore in the world of anime. Lucy's taken in by 2 local humans, Kyoto and Yuka, who do their darndest to protect her from capture attempts. Honestly, Lucy is a lot like Eleven from Stranger Things. She's a monster who escapes her captors just to be taken in by some local boys who have no idea what they're in for. Number 2, Another. Another was originally a novel by Yukito Ayatsuji that was adapted into a 12-part series for TV. The backstory is pretty straightforward. A boy named Koichi is transferred to a new school and meets a strange new girl named Mai Masaki. Mai Masaki. Then all of a sudden, his classmates start dying awful and bloody deaths. Well, turns out Mai's a real spooky do and reveals that she has special powers. Her power is that she can identify those who are close to death or already dead. Well, guess I have a superpower too, because if somebody is dead, I'm pretty sure I can tell. Number 1, Corpse Party. Corpse Party's number 1 simply because it sounds like the dumbest garage metal band, and I love it. Corpse Party is a linear horror adventure game with some role-playing elements. By the way, it's linear because there's only one route to take to achieve the true ending. So there's a bunch of different narratives, which is fun, but if you care about being right all the time, Mom, whoa. Corpse Party centers around a group of Japanese students who are telling ghost stories at their school. Suddenly, an earthquake shakes them into a dilapidated schoolhouse in an alternate dimension. Apparently, they weren't the first ones there because the dilapidated schoolhouse is haunted by those who couldn't escape. The main bad boy is a red ghost of a teenage girl who is there seeking revenge for her death. The only thing scarier than a ghost is a teenage girl ghost. Think of something scarier than that. They have to try to escape this dimension by avoiding the fate of the ghosts who haunt them. Well, there you have it, a very abbreviated list of spooky anime. If this didn't tickle your pickle, here's a list of other spooky anime so you don't yell at me in the comments. Well, who am I kidding? People will yell at me anyway, and I love it. I love confrontation. If you want me to do another one, let me know in the comments. I'll do 5 more, I could do 10 more, I could do 20 more. There's so many of these. I love you. Why do I keep saying that? Subscribe to Snarled and turn on notifications. Just press that little bell. You'll be notified every time we upload and every time we go live, which, by the way, is every Monday. Bye.